Hey guys, Knife Culture USA here. I know it's been a little while since I got with you. I've been kind of busy this summer with work and family and everything else. But as you can see, another steel wheel box I got here. It is similar to the other one. I wanted to revisit the original video I did with the Cutjack here, D2 steel, 3.5 inch one. Love this knife. But this is very similar, but not exactly the same. This is actually the Will Cutjack C22M with, I don't know if you can see it there, M390 and G10. Whereas this was D2 and like a FRN. So I got one of these in, and I wanted to show you what it looked like. Box is the same. It still has the, so just push it out here. Inside it has paperwork, which is kind of cool. Comes in this little wrap here. Gives you a little card. Tells you when it was made there, 5/8/17, and the serial number, which actually matches on the knife, which is kind of cool. And then the paperwork in there. Obviously, you can see I had it out of the box already, and here it is. Blue G10 black backspacer. I'm digging this blue color, definitely. And if you hear it, pretty grippy G10. Same style blade as the D2. Actually, the D2 is a little bit bigger version than I have here, but same thing. You can get this in the 3-inch size. Same style blade. Everything. Got the choil, same thing on both. Just a little bit bigger version, but this, a little bit smaller version, but this has the, look at it here, M390 steel. And this is made in Italy, whereas the other one that I had before was the D2, and this one's made in China. I do love the action on this one. This one though is running on phosphor bronze washers, which is cool, and actually it's great action. This one, on the other hand, ball bearings, just shoots right out, drops right back in too, shoots right out. See the difference between the two. Obviously this is a little bit bigger knife, but both pretty smooth. This one's just a little bit smoother. Pops right out. I was actually, when I got this one, I was shooting to get this size like this, but when I got it, they sent me this one, and I liked it so much I just kept it. And I was waiting for availability to get one of these ones. So when it came out, I did. And it's set up the same way. Look here, everything's pretty much the same shape, same everything. It's just a different style of or different materials, the G10 and the M390 steel. And then between these two, it's just the size. Really, it's not that much different. My whole hand still fits on this one, and also you could choke up. There's a little bit more room here, obviously, but I'm really digging this one. Really digging the color. I love the color. Tip up, left or right. I'm hoping this pocket clip, I haven't tried it yet. On the FRN version, this stuff is so grippy, something that kind of grabs on your pocket when you go to put the pocket clip in there. So I'm hoping this G10's a little bit better. But same kind of clip. Clip works well. Kind of reminds me of a Spyderco clip. Obviously, just shaped a little different. Here's your Spyderco clip, not quite as big either, but still the same amount of knife kind of sticking out. Here's a comparison in size. Got a Delica here. Trying to put them this way. Looks like they're almost the same size. Delica handle might be a little bit bigger. It's a worn clip version. Yeah, the handle looks like it's just a little bit bigger. Well, let's throw it up here and see what it looks like. Yeah, it still looks a little bigger. Let's compare it to something else. Kershaw Skyline. See there, it's pretty close to the size on that too. Blade might be a little bit longer on here. do something else here. Look, sage. Spyderco. Look, it's almost the exact same size as the sage. So if you look at, I always look, sage is one of my favorite series when it comes to Spyderco. See, my hand just fits there, and then you got the choil if you want to, which this is the Cutjack M390 version is very similar. My whole hand fits there, but I can choke up if I want to. So this would be probably the best size comparison right there. This is the Sage 5 with the compression lock, if you're wondering. But all the Sages are the same size. So to me, that's like the perfect size. I love the Sage. I love how it feels in your hand. This is probably the closest feeling in the hand of the Sage that I've gotten. Sage still might be a little bit more ergonomic, but it's very, very close to that. Also have the pair of 3 here. To give you an idea, that handle is obviously a little bit longer. These two are way more similar, even in the blade. Although the blade's length is probably about the same there. Like the cutting edges are pretty close. The size comparison wise, handle, everything, Sage, pretty much the same size, which I love this knife. Actually, this is S30V, this is M390, so this is actually the first night I've even got to hold this or touch this, and I'm loving it so far. The centering is beautiful as it should be, because the price, I would hope they would try to get everything centered for you. And I think you got yep, the liners are all cut out, skeletonized for you, good liner lock. I just love this. This is a great little knife. I think this might be my next favorite carry. I mean, because I love my biggest carries right now. It's obviously the Sage, pair of 3. Got 1 or 2 other ones, but those are my 2 biggest carries, and I think this one is going to have some time in there compared to those 2. I'm really loving it. The action's great. Feels good in the hand. I want to give a little shout out to one of these guys. I'm actually have a knife company I started, Knife Culture USA LLC. I don't know, I think I've talked about it before, but I started selling these, and I got a customer who bought one of these, and as soon as he heard I was getting one of these, he wanted to get one of these as well. I want to give a quick shout out. He knows who he is. Hopefully he's watching the video. Thanks so much for your support of my company, and when you're ready, I got one of these for you. Anyone else out there interested in any kind of knives or anything, please don't hesitate to give me a message. I can see what I can do for you. Also, let me know what you think about this. I'm really loving that. Now that I see the size of that, I kind of wish I had the same size in this one, but this knife is still great. I really like it. Steel Will is starting to make some awesome knives. I mean, Spyderco's, I love Spyderco's, but these new Steel Will knives are coming out pretty darn good. Both of these centered really well. The $40-some knife and the over $140 knife. But both great knives. Really, really digging this one. Loving the action, loving the knife. Let me know what you guys think. Give me a like, share, subscribe. Check out our Instagram, Facebook pages. Also have a Twitter page as well. Thanks so much. You have a great day.